So we're at the part where the Buddha just dissolved into us after the meditation. And this is the time when you can do the Lamrim meditation. You can also do the Lamrim right before the Buddha dissolves into you. Either time is okay. By Buddha, I mean Tara. Okay. Some people like to do it when Tara is still on their head, to do the Lamrim meditation, because then you can kind of feel like Tara's talking to you, you know. And when you contemplate the Lamrim, one good way to do it is to like pretend like you're giving an explanation of it to your friend. Okay? Because then in your mind you're explaining the different points, and if you're going to explain it to a friend, you want to give some examples. So you start reflecting on it from your own life, you know, in terms of your own life, and think of some examples. Of course, if you're going to actually talk to a friend about the Lamrim, you're not going to tell so many personal details of your own life. So that part's going on in your own mind. But the idea is the same when you're doing the Lamrim, that you're really applying the teachings to your life, okay? And really contemplating it. And so the Lamrim means the gradual path. Actually, better translation is stages of the path to enlightenment. And so you're meditating one by one on each of these different stages and familiarizing yourself with it. And His Holiness Dalai Lama said that this kind of analytic meditation, where you're contemplating these topics, is very important for us, because that is what actually brings some understanding of what the Dharma is all about. And understanding the Lamrim, the stages of the path, is what is going to make this visualization and mantra recitation practice something meaningful. Okay, so it's very important here to include this meditation. We have meditation outlines that people can follow, or you can make your own outline based on the reading that you've been doing. You know, if you're reading some book about the Dharma, then you make an outline of the important topics and meditate on that. It's good to know the whole general outline of the Lamrim topics so that you know where a specific teaching fits in. Otherwise, if you don't know, have that complete overview, then you read this and that, but none of it makes sense because you don't know where it fits in together in the practice of one person as you go along. So that's why I really suggest, having a whole understanding of the overview and the outline of the entire Lamrim, and familiarizing yourself with all the meditations. You know, that's very helpful. Otherwise, you hear something and it's like, well, do I practice that? But last weekend I heard this teaching, and next week I'm going to another place and I'm going to hear that teaching, and which one do I practice, and how do they all go together? And you get quite confused. Okay, but if you understand the stages of the path and really spend some time learning it and contemplating the different stages, it really makes a lot of sense, and it's tremendously helpful. You know, I know when I first went to Singapore years ago, people were so confused about this kind of thing, and they said, should we do Amitabha meditation? But then somebody else taught us to do mindfulness, but then this other teacher was here and taught us the meditation on love, and what do I practice? And how does it all fit together? Yeah. So this is where the Lamrim is very helpful for knowing how to construct a cohesive practice for yourself. Yeah, so that you meditate at a level that corresponds to your capacity. Yeah. Otherwise, you're in 5th grade and you're doing a high school text, and then you're wondering why it's hard. Well, this is why. Okay. Yeah. So if you do the Lamrim with Tara on your head, then you think Tara is kind of guiding you through it, Or if you prefer for Tara to dissolve in you and then reappear at your heart, you can feel that, again, Tara is there in your heart, but kind of, watching over you as you're doing the meditation and bringing her inspiration and blessings to your mind. Okay, good.